Hey YouTube, Roger here again with another video and update with my tank. I just wanted to film everything because it's looking good and fish are thriving, and I haven't sent on an update for a little while. So here's the tank. It is a 125 gallon, has a aqua decor 3D background. And I have right now, I want to say 22 haps and peacocks in the tank, along with 2 umbuna, 22 total actually. I have added, since my last video, 2 fish in here, 2 haps actually. One of them is right here, the star sapphire. He's about 3.5 inches. Maybe 4 if I'm being really generous. He hasn't started to chip yet or anything, but he does have some good blues. He's looking good. He's got along in the tank just fine. And the other one is the Buccochromis Nototania, and he is a healthy 6 inches. I was really scared about putting him in here. You know, I have heard stories about him, how they can get a little vicious, they can get big, they can eat smaller fish. But, you know, and I know it is still really early in the game. I've only had him for about 2 weeks. But he's got along fine. Doesn't really bother anybody. Super, super active. Just kind of swims back and forth, minds his own business. The VC10 and the Cygnus are still my tank bosses, and he hasn't tried to mess with them in any way, shape, or form. I am a little disappointed with this color though. I don't know if he's just a really sub-dom male, but for 6 inches I think he should have a lot more color than what he has. So give me your guys' feedback. Let me know if I'm just being way too impatient, or if you guys think, you know, he's a sub-dom male, or if it's just a bad strain. You know, I don't know, because this is the first time I've ever had a Bucco species, so I don't know. And I'm very, very impatient. But he's getting along fine. I don't know what to do with him. Keep him until he either colors up, or I don't know, maybe trade him in. We'll see. We will see. Any other updates? Let me see. VC10's looking good. The Azereus has kind of established his dominance as like number 3 in the tank. His finnage is looking great. He looks good. Beautiful, beautiful specimen. The Venustus and the, where is he? The Otter Tetrastigma, they still fight like crazy. And the Otto is actually smaller, and still the Venustus backs down. So I find that kind of crazy. It's always crazy to see the power struggle amongst everybody in the hierarchy that all of them have. The Walteri, he's looking good. His fins are starting to really flare, which is what you want with a Walteri. He looks great. I did take out my blue neon undu reef. Put him in a tank upstairs that I have. It's my kind of holdover tank. I have a few other peacocks in there and some umbuna. I have a trio of Sino white Tauparas, and I have one lone white striped lab, and like a Chinese algae eater. Just it's kind of my holdover for some of the fish if they're not doing too good in this tank. I did put the heater behind the rocks, and I did add a sponge filter. I do have 2 FX4s in the tank, but with them behind, I just didn't think it was quite getting the filtration that I wanted it to really get in order for it to be really efficient. So I did add the sponge filter, and I have a air pump on there, I think rated for 75. So I mean, it's pumping a ton of air out, as you guys can see, and that actually has helped a lot, because I was having a big problem down in this corner with debris and poop, and that's cleared up a lot actually. But yeah, here's the fish. They're looking good. They're hungry. I just turned on the light, so they keep on coming up to the top and kind of getting aggressive with each other right now because there is no food. I feed them in the afternoon, actually more evening time frame. Yeah, you can see the Otto right there, and he's right below the Venustus. He's not getting too aggressive with him right now, but he does kind of put him in his place pretty quick, which is just crazy because the Venustus is typically a pretty aggressive fish, and the Otto Tetrastigma is, typically speaking, a little bit more on the calm side. But as you can see right now, he's chasing them around. He's flaring up a little bit, looking good. But no deaths, no nip finage, nothing crazy. I have a really good balance. Of course, that can change in a day, but I have a really good balance right now with everything. Let's zoom in on a couple of my other guys here. Ruby Red. This is my wife's favorite fish because it has Clemson colors. She's from South Carolina, right by Clemson, so she calls that her Clemson fish. This is my favorite peacock. This Lundo Island blue neon. I mean, look at him. He's a wild caught. He's gorgeous. His finage is just epic. And he's show quality. He's a really, really good looking fish. My two Mbuna, this is a white Tapara. He gets along fine. Doesn't always show his true colors, but I actually like the toned down blue for the color contrast. Red Zebra, I know Mbunas are really hit and miss in Happen Peacock tanks, but I just have these two and I don't plan on adding any more, so these two do fine, and I'm just going to leave it as it is. Some of my slow growers, the Blue Dolphin, my Pombo Rocks Yellow Chin. He's yet to turn colors, but he still looks good. And where is he? My, I can't even think of what he's called right now off the top of my head. This guy right here, Rhoadesi, I believe is what it is. He's yet to color as well, but he's still pretty small. He's a slow grower. But yeah, that's the tank. I will actually be doing a unboxing video next Friday. So 8 days from today, I'm going to be getting 3 new fish. And you guys will have to wait and see what they are. I am trying a different website. I am trying Midwest African cichlids. I've used Cichlid Shack in the past, and I used Dave's Rare Fish as well because he is here locally in San Antonio. But yeah, Midwest African cichlids has some really pretty fish, good looking facility. So we're gonna see how it goes. I'll definitely give you guys an update in the unboxing. But otherwise, we'll just leave it here maybe for a minute or two, just checking out the fish. My plants are in the corner up here. You guys know how it goes. I have Anubis. They actually don't really chew on them too much. But man, it's like every water change. I got to replant them. Some people just take them out because it's a pain in the butt to do that, but I don't mind. It's something to do while I do the water changes. I actually got to do a water change today. Yeah, fish are popping. Everything's looking good. I appreciate the feedback from anybody. So yeah, guys, give me your guys' feedback and update with the Bucco. I don't know what's going on with it. I don't know if I'm just completely impatient, or I don't know if he has decent color, but for 6+ inches, I would think he should be a little bit more colorful than that. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and sign out. Hit that subscribe button, and I appreciate comments and feedback. Thanks.